Okay, politics. Everybody wants to know what's going on, and this is like, I don't know what you call it. It's not Culture's Corner, but I'm no Don Cherry, but you never know. We're going to get the bottom to some issues. Some people want to run for politics. Why they want to be a politician, I don't know. Because a politician is like a psychologist. I'm talking too much here. So anyway, there's a person here we're going to talk to and see. Can you look at the camera? Can you see? Look at that. Yeah, DOG. Everybody's happy. Okay. And you are?
I'm Nicole O'Byrne.
And you are a candidate for?
The Green Party in Fredericton.
And you also are a professor.
Yeah, I'm a law professor at UNB, and I teach criminal law and evidence, which you know because you've given a guest lecture in my criminal law class and taught my students a lot of things that were very valuable. That was a good time.
How's that for a flashback?
Yeah.
20 minute time limit, and that was it.
I gave you 20 minutes and you stuck to your time. It was good.
That was funny. It was good though. But that was about, what, 8 years ago?
I think it was 2012.
A long time. Yeah. Time flies. We're getting old.
You'll have to come back.
Okay, Nicole. Why? This is the first time you ever ran for political office?
Yeah.
Why? Why now?
Why now? Well, I helped my husband campaign this spring.
Please don't give me no bad flashback. But I mean, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But,
well, this spring we were out door knocking up in Ward 8, right? So Greg's been the city councilor up there for 2 terms, so we're trying to get him reelected, and I was helping him. I was his campaign manager, and we'd go to people's doors, and everybody wanted to talk about health care and affordable housing and reconciliation and climate change.
And that's not municipal politics.
Not really.
No.
The city can do a bit here and there, right? And they're doing what they can, but when it comes to having affordable housing or a really effective climate change mitigation strategy or healthcare, you need federal dollars, you need federal programming, and the issues are just too big for municipal government. So we kept hearing these issues. Well, I didn't translate that into me running for politics. It was just, wow, these issues are complicated. People don't know the difference between
municipal, provincial,
that's
federal.
Right, the different jurisdictional issues, which I do.
They don't know the difference between a blogger and a journalist.
Well, that's also an issue, but my PhD's in Canadian federalism, so I have a pretty good idea of the different jurisdictional limitations for government. And then, of course, June 10th happens, and there's the floor crossing. Okay.
So floor crossing.
Well, the floor crossing happened.
Okay, you're a smart girl. We're going to be right honest here. Okay, floor crossing happened.
Floor crossing happened.
Okay.
So now,
why did it happen?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean,
what do you mean?
You have to ask the person who did the floor crossing.
Nicole,
all I can tell you is what happened to me.
We're going to be in court here. This is going to be like the lawyer prosecutor.
Oh
yeah, this is going to be really fun.
You have to ask her. But
Nicole, what happened?
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, don't forget you're a candidate now. You're no longer a professor. Hey, hold it.
Look, I'm waggling my finger at you.
I see that. Okay, go ahead.
So, the floor crossing happened, and that night, a group of students from my Canadian federalism class said maybe it's time to stop teaching Canadian federalism and start doing something to fix Canadian federalism.
Okay,
what do you say to that?
Hallelujah. It sounds good.
What do you say to that? And I really thought
why did she cross the floor?
I don't know, Charles.
You mean you want me to tell you why?
Well, you've talked to her about it. I haven't. Right? You always got to go to the source,
do you have some Ritalin for me to calm down? Or it's illegal. You got some marijuana? Yeah, I mean, come on. She crossed the floor because of the infighting and this idiot that was an advisor to, what's her name, Paul?
Well, look, all the...
and then she said she's going to run. He's going to run, blasted her, and say he's going to run against her in this riding. And it took 1,400 emails for the leader to react on this issue. And to have a person that's appointed and to tell an MP that's voted by the people to tell them what to do and threaten them by running against them. I found out after I interviewed with Janica, I went online and I found out, and that's not good.
Right, so what do you do? So then my students
What do you
challenged
do?
me to step up, and I said, well, I'm not sure. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on in the Green Party. And I talked to my older brother, who's a professor as well, and he says, well, do you either just step back from your values and what you believe in and all the work you've put into building the Green Party in New Brunswick since David Coon got elected in 2014?
Good man. David
right?
Coon is the best.
Do you let that go? Or do you step up and try to fix it? And lawyers by training, although I know some lawyers maybe are better at this than others, you lean into
It's
a
not
crisis.
lawyers.
Well,
It's not lawyers. It's actresses, and actors.
yeah,
okay,
perhaps.
get your facts
Well,
straight, Professor.
it's certainly law professors and legal professionals. You know, people don't really need us, as you know, when things are going well. But
You
when
mean
things,
politician or lawyers?
people need lawyers and legal academics when things get difficult.
Yes.
And I responded to that because clearly there are some difficulties in the Green Party. Okay, so I'm interested in helping solve that because the Green Party still is a very good way to address the climate
Is that leader going to
crisis.
come here?
I don't know.
You want her here?
I don't know. If it fits her schedule,
Do you want her here?
I think it would be fine. She can get to know Fredericton a little bit, get our perspective on the issues. We can take her around. I think it would be fine.
I was surprised when Janica told me that Elizabeth May is reoffering.
Yes, she is.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I said that's where I got to get my facts straight before I do
Yeah,
these rants.
she's running in Sandwich Gulf Islands again. Yeah.
So that's good. She's going to be. So she'll be the only one to be re-elected.
Yeah, and then hopefully I'll be sitting there.
You notice
with
I
her.
didn't say elected, but anyway, we'll get to no. But I mean,
Okay.
okay, it's different here. Like, okay, let's talk about what do you think about this? I'm so disgusted, and I asked Jenica the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my language. Big signs, fuck Trudeau. Little kids, 8 years old, 9 years old, looking at Trudeau, give the finger.
Yeah, well,
What's going on here?
look, I think what we've seen in the U.S. with respect to the protests and people taking to the streets, and they just don't have the trust in government that they used to have. And, you know, the riots on Capitol Hill on January 6th or whatever, I think we're seeing some of that culture come into Canada with respect to those kind of protests. Now, you might not like Trudeau, but we should have respect for the office of the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
And so I think what's happening is a shameful chapter in our history here, in that they've had to cancel events because of safety concerns and whatnot, and I think it's shameful.
I felt bad for Janica, and I said it before, and I say it here, and I said anyone else, is when you have these idiot, coward jerkface online, so brave behind a monitor. And they went after Janica. They went after her inside out. And being a woman, it's worse.
Yeah, well,
because they go physically, you're ugly, or you got a fat ass, and women take that personally more than men, because I get it all the time. I don't know if I got a fat ass,
Charles,
but
look,
whatever.
I've already been told that I'm not as attractive as Jenica.
What does that have to do
well,
with the thing?
I said to them, well, is it a beauty pageant? Because I didn't realize I had signed up for a beauty pageant. But anyway, yeah, no, one of the reasons, there's two reasons why I almost didn't put my name in. One,
Social media.
no, well, my French is not where it needs to be.
Parlez français?
Well, un petit peu, right?
Un petit peu.
Yeah.
Parlez chiac, demi
Yeah.
français,
Oh, I don't
demi
speak
anglais.
chiac, that's for sure.
No,
Anyway.
mais français, c'est
Right.
chiac est bon. Half English, half French.
Oh, well, maybe then I can maybe
yeah,
make that work.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
But that needs to be worked on. I grew up in Western Canada, so my French is not where it needs to be.
Is your mother still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
good. Tell
yeah,
her,
she speaks French.
Tell her I said hi.
Yeah, I hope
You look the same. Okay,
yeah,
go
I know
ahead.
we
Focus,
look
Charles.
weird.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
right.
Sorry.
The other reason is women get a really tough time in politics. And I thought, well, gosh, I don't want to have to deal with all of that. But if women don't step up, it won't get any better. But it's a real shame when women get treated badly or
Peace, I should.
talked about like their looks as if that's
Yeah.
irrelevant